Welcome to our comprehensive guide on the Exhaust Gas Recirculation, or EGR, valve. This often misunderstood component plays a crucial role in both your vehicle's emissions control and overall engine performance. Today, we're diving deep into inspecting, cleaning, testing, and troubleshooting the EGR valve and its associated components, like the solenoid and connecting passages, to ensure everything operates correctly. At its core, the EGR valve is designed to reduce nitrogen oxide, or NOx, emissions, which are harmful byproducts of combustion. It does this by recirculating a small portion of exhaust gases back into the engine's combustion chambers. This process lowers the combustion temperature, thereby significantly reducing the formation of NOx gases without compromising engine efficiency. The EGR system operates by diverting a controlled amount of exhaust gas into the intake manifold. This exhaust gas is inert, meaning it doesn't participate in combustion, effectively diluting the air-fuel mixture. The timing and amount of gas recirculated are precisely managed by the Engine Control Unit, or ECU, often through a vacuum or electronically controlled solenoid, depending on your vehicle's design and operating conditions. Over time, EGR valves can accumulate carbon deposits, a natural byproduct of exhaust gases. These deposits can restrict the valve's movement, causing it to stick open, stick closed, or operate erratically. Additionally, electrical or vacuum components, such as the EGR solenoid, can fail, leading to improper valve operation and affecting the entire system's functionality. Recognizing the symptoms of a faulty EGR valve is crucial. Common indicators include a rough or unstable idle, particularly when the engine is warm, reduced engine power, or sluggish acceleration. You might also notice an increase in fuel consumption, or, most commonly, the illumination of your check engine light, often accompanied by specific diagnostic trouble codes related to the EGR system. Before you begin any work, gather your tools. You'll likely need a socket set, wrenches, a screwdriver, a wire brush, suitable carbon cleaner, new gaskets, and potentially a vacuum pump for testing. Safety is paramount. Always ensure your engine is cool, disconnect the negative battery terminal, and wear appropriate personal protective equipment, including gloves and eye protection. Locating the EGR valve can vary significantly between vehicle makes and models. Generally, it's found on or near the intake manifold, often with a metal tube connecting it to the exhaust manifold. Consult your vehicle's service manual or an online resource specific to your car's year, make, and model if you're unsure of its exact location. Once you've located it, perform an initial visual inspection. Look for any obvious signs of damage, such as cracked hoses, loose electrical connectors, or exhaust leaks around the valve's mounting points. These visible issues can often be the root cause of an EGR system malfunction and might save you from a more involved cleaning process. To remove the EGR valve, carefully disconnect any vacuum lines and electrical connectors. Use the appropriate size socket or wrench to unbolt the valve from the engine. Be prepared for some resistance, as bolts can seize over time due to heat cycling. Take care not to damage any surrounding components or wiring during removal. With the EGR valve removed, it's time for a deep clean. Use a carbon-specific cleaner and a stiff wire brush to thoroughly remove all carbon deposits from the valve's plunger, pintle, and mounting surfaces. Ensure the cleaner penetrates all moving parts. For heavily fouled valves, soaking may be required. Rinse thoroughly and allow it to dry completely. Critically, don't forget the EGR passages within the intake manifold and the metal tube connecting to the exhaust. These areas are just as prone to carbon buildup and can restrict exhaust gas flow even if the valve itself is clean. Use a suitable carbon cleaner and a small brush or pipe cleaner to clear these passages completely. Ensure no debris falls into the intake manifold. Now, let's test the EGR valve's mechanical function. If you have a vacuum-operated EGR, connect a handheld vacuum pump to the valve's vacuum port. Apply a vacuum and observe if the diaphragm moves smoothly and if the valve holds vacuum without leaking. A valve that doesn't move or leaks vacuum is faulty and needs replacement. For electrically controlled EGR valves, testing involves checking the electrical solenoid. Use a multimeter to test for proper resistance across the solenoid's terminals according to your vehicle's specifications. You may also be able to apply battery voltage directly to the solenoid terminals to listen for an audible click, indicating the solenoid is actuating. The EGR solenoid, if separate from the valve, can also be tested independently. Check for power and ground at its electrical connector when commanded by the ECU. You can also test its internal resistance with a multimeter. A common issue is a lack of proper voltage or resistance, which points to either a wiring problem or a failed solenoid itself. Once cleaned and tested, reassemble the EGR valve and its components. Always use new gaskets to ensure a proper seal and prevent exhaust leaks. Torque all mounting bolts to the manufacturer's specifications. Reconnect all vacuum lines and electrical connectors securely, double-checking each connection before proceeding. After reassembly, reconnect your battery and start the engine. Listen for any unusual noises or exhaust leaks. If your check engine light was on, use an OBD2 scanner to clear any stored diagnostic trouble codes. Take the vehicle for a test drive to confirm proper operation and ensure no codes reappear, indicating a successful repair and a well-functioning EGR system.